Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today we are opening the next scrawler box. This one is from May. It had some delays. I think they've had some issues with their email listing or something, so it just arrived now. Well, it arrived 2 days ago, but I couldn't record and I was so excited to know what's in there. Feels like pencils. I don't know, we'll see. But first, I wanted to show you what I did with the last month's box, which was Culture Hustle products. And if you watched that video, you probably saw this one that I did for the video, which just small little kitties. And here are some of the other art I made. I made this Splatoon themed painting. I also did a kind of retro sunset, which looks very nice under black light, by the way. I made this little kitty with a ball of yarn. And my favorite one, the tentacle. This one is amazing. So, let's open this together. Okay, are we ready to see what's inside here? Let's see. Oh wow. First of all, this looks like pastels. Dry pastels. Are they called dry? I think they're called soft in English, I'm sorry. Like this looks like soft pastels. So, oh yeah, pastel. Sure. So if it's the first time you're seeing my videos about the scrawler box, I'm just going through what's inside and try to create a piece of art using only what's in the box. I had to cheat a little bit last time, not gonna lie, because the brush was too big to do that little kitty thing. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do something using only what's in the box, and I'm not checking the little leaflet thing because I want to be surprised and try to experiment with what's inside. And just by seeing what's in here, I'm kind of scared. I don't know how to use soft pastels or coal because I'm seeing some charcoal here. I have no idea how to use that, so I'm a bit stressed. But let's see. So there we go with this little candy. There we go. So, oh no, look at this, guys. Can you see that? Yep, there is definitely charcoal in here. Wow, that's gonna be interesting to say the least. Little caramel candy. Nice, I love that. A pencil sharpener. I had no idea that you could sharpen charcoal or soft pastels. I always use like a X-Acto knife to sharpen them, so I'm curious to see how that works. Oh, are these only charcoal? I'm kind of scared. This is like my kryptonite. I don't have the patience to learn how to use them. Whoops. That's the risk with making this kind of videos, is you're an artist, you know what you're doing with the medium you're, accustomed to. But when you're using something new, it's like being a beginner again. It's kind of hard sometimes. Oh my god. Okay, first of all, the little sticker looks amazing. It's a little rabbit. But the colors I'm seeing right now are scaring me so much. Oh wow, actually 2 of them broke. Oops. If you know me on social media, you know I'm a very colorful person. I kind of like sometimes to do black and white drawings with graphite pencils, but that's very rare. And these are colors I never use. Wow, I would have been less scared if it was just black and white, but the sepia and kind of very earthy colors are kind of scary. Oh my god. Oh, that's a brand from France. Nice. Okay, so they don't have names. The colors don't have names, but they have numbers. Okay. Ooh. Wow. Guys, oh, well, there's the gray charcoal thing. Wow. Dude, what am I gonna do with this? And then we have some pastel paper. This is so out of my comfort zone. Oh my god. And then we have the art of the artist that's featured, Ellen Jones. Just if you want to read this. Wow. This is really pretty. Being able to do this kind of detailed fur is always so impressive to me. Oh, wow, I've never used this kind of paper. It's kind of, okay, it's very thick. It's kind of like cardboard, I think, and it's very textured. I've also never worked, oh yeah, it's 360 grams. That is some thick cardboard paper. I've never used this kind of textury paper and also colored paper. Guys, I have no idea what I can draw with these. So let's just try how these sharpen. Let's see. Okay, well, it works. It works all right. Nice. There we go. So we have the cream color. Then we have a dark brown. This brown looks very nice. Kind of with a reddish tone. Some kind of dark burgundy, I guess. Very nice. Then we have this orange, kind of yellow ochre color. Well, they perform amazing and they really do look good, but those colors are giving me nothing in terms of ideas of what I could draw. And the black. Wow. I still would like to try and do a planet with this, but without using any kind of other tools, such as something to, you know, blend the colors. I don't think I can do a lot with my big fingers. Dude, I have no idea. What could I draw with this? What would you do with this? Okay, so I just went ahead and found a picture of Mercury, because that's a planet I've been wanting to draw for a little while, and I really have no clue of anything else I could draw with this. Like, I'm really, if I could have some days to think about it, I could maybe come up with something, but like really now, no clue, no idea. This inspires me nothing. This is like the polar opposite of what I do, but I feel like this Mercury could look interesting to try. Obviously, I don't have all of the shades to do such a nice blend, but I think that could look cute. What do you think? Okay, so let's start with a nicely drawn circle. Okay, so I feel like we should maybe start with a bit of white and then go on top with the yellow. Do these mix if they go one over the other? This paper is so crazy. Do they? Well, kinda. So let's start like this. If we can still see the pencil underneath, that's fine. I'll just go over with the black of the sky or universe, I guess we could say. Okay. So this being the first time I'm using a colored paper, because I've seen a lot of artists using gray paper, and being able to do the highlights in white, it looks so satisfying and pretty. And I can tell you it looks good, it's nice. It's just the medium that is a bit scary. I've already used soft pastels, but like colorful ones, on very soft paper, like kind of a satin finish, and it doesn't feel the same at all. Like, for sure, it does a whole lot of a difference using this paper. Can I go over maybe with the white to make it lighter? Oh, okay, nice. They blend together very nicely. If you're someone used to using soft pastels, pencils, you must be looking at this being like, girl, you have no idea what you're talking about. And you'd be right. Okay, so I'm gonna try to go with the more reddish brown. Should I go with this maybe and go with the reddish afterwards? No, I think I'm going with this first. Knowing that they're quite opaque, I think I can go with very flat colors and then go in with the crater details afterwards. So that's what I'm gonna try. I think I'm gonna use this until over here probably. And then I'm gonna go with the other brown and then the black. Does that sound reasonable? Okay, so I don't really like how this yellow ochre mixes with this brown. This in between isn't really high chroma. It's not a high chroma brown orange. It's kind of ugly. Yeah, I'm being so lost right now. What should I do even? I'm gonna blend those two here, but it looks a bit more smooth. Okay, you know what? It ain't that bad. So I'm gonna go with the other brown here. Well, when you put them next to each other, this one looks almost kind of greenish. Let me just check the color names. Oh, you can use an eraser. Would that count as cheating if I use an eraser? Because that would help a lot. Maybe eraser and things like that I could be using in these videos. Okay, so I'm just gonna go take an eraser and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have an automatic eraser that I've almost never used, and my normal eraser, so we'll see if that helps. But yeah, we don't have names for those colors, but I'm pretty sure that that is not burnt umber. There is no way. Probably if you go onto the website, or maybe they have this here. No, they don't. Okay, well, I don't care. It looks kind of greenish. Can you even see this? I can never realize what you guys are seeing on camera. But see, like, it kind of looks like a green undertone. Kind of funny. And you know what? These videos, even though some are a lot harder, such as this one, I feel like are such a great way to practice. Because I would have never used those colors in any other situations. So I'm glad I'm practicing, but oh boy, is it hard. This doesn't even look like real black. I think I'm having eye issues somewhere here. This looks a bit crazy. This looks kind of a dark bluish gray. Kind of a shame they don't have the colors on the leaflet. Maybe it's there and I just didn't see. Okay, so now that we have a flat base, we can try and add some of the details. And I was thinking maybe I could try and go with this. I've almost never used this. Okay, so let's try this maybe around here. Can you believe it ran out of battery on me? Oh my, why everything is going wrong when I make these videos. Oh shoot. So I'm just going to cut a piece of this. There we go. And we'll go by hand. So maybe around here, I think it would look good for one of the big craters. I think this is a Faber-Castell. This is a Faber-Castell eraser. Okay, so maybe there we could add a bit of contrast. And maybe go a bit over the top with the texture of the craters and do something like this. Would that make sense? I don't know. No, maybe I should just go full on crater like this. Do I really need to erase though? I don't think so. Can I just randomly add some texture? Yeah. And I think most of the texture would be done with this yellowish color over this part. Kind of scared that this will fall. Some of the texture is quite bizarre. There are some lines like this. Oh, it's actually moving. I wasn't crazy. Damn. These guys got roughed up while shipping. Oh my god, so sad. Because I'm curious. I really like how it looks in the end. Those colors look very pretty. I was a bit skeptical because earthy colors really ain't my jam. But now I kind of think they look good. Oh, I'm being so... Damn. Why am I being stupid? Do I not understand how light works? Sometimes I swear. Maybe I could invent, because I really don't want to follow what I have on the iPad. Maybe we could do like this kind of moon craters with all the lines. But I think this would be too light to do that, and the others would be too dark. You know what? I'll go here and I'll do it like this anyway. So I'm gonna start with one dot. And I'm gonna go around with this. I'm just going to sharpen it a little bit. Oh, it broke. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use the X-Acto knife for this. So if you've never seen how you do that, I'm gonna use this, and you just... That's how I do it. Is it the good way? I don't know, but that's how I do with my charcoals. I was like, this sharpener is going to be such a game changer because of the time you save. Nope. It broke the thing. There we go. Okay, so I just want to add a bit of shadow right around the circle, like this. And then I'm just gonna, shoot some lines like this. Trying to follow the curve of the planet, not going like straight. I like this. I'm just gonna go and add a bit more details over this little inspired Mercury planet, and I'll be right back. I'm going to keep filming and put it in Accelerate so that you can check what I'm doing, and we'll meet once I'm done. So I am finally done. This was by far the hardest medium I've worked with. It was fun though. I liked working with those colors, even though I don't know what they are. About the colors, I've had to check on the internet, and I just have the French names, so I'm going to translate them directly in English. So maybe the English names aren't that, but since they're French, I guess maybe that's why they didn't put the color name on there. But this one is so the yellow, the one I said was probably yellow ochre, is actually Indian yellow, whatever that means. The reddish brown is red toned Bordeaux, which burgundy would be the same, I think. It's a reddish brown. This one wasn't too much of a surprise. Now I'm curious to know about the darker brown. So the darker brown is called just umber, just by itself. I've used, since I've been starting doing paintings, I've used burnt umber and never just umber, so maybe it is a bit more green toned or orange. I think for me it looks green toned, I don't know. Next we have the cream one. Okay, so this one is just regular white. Then we have black. And the last one is dark gray. Now I can finally show you what I came up with. So here's my Mercury drawing. It looks very textured on this side, but this side has almost nothing. But you know what? For a medium I have no idea how to use. I'm pretty happy and it looks very soft. This paper was very interesting to work with, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna take some time and check the leaflets and try to do other art pieces with this medium because it was nice working with it, even though the colors aren't really my thing. That was very cool. And when I'll make the next SCRAWLRBOX video, I will show you the other art pieces I've made with this medium, but I will probably post on Instagram, maybe TikTok, but on Instagram for sure, during the month of June. And yeah, if that's something you liked or you didn't like about this video, or if you had ideas of what you would have done, I would love to read them in the comments. And yeah, I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye bye!